Well, welcome back to Fergus County High School. It's the Vikings getting ready to take on the Rams in boys action here right after the girls just won before. And I had a chance to sit down, or actually Coach came up here to the booth and before at halftime of the girls game, and this is what he had to say about this year's team prior to the game. So Coach John Hollow joined me on the pregame, and pregame for the Vikings brought to you by JD Detailing. 406-261-1460. Josh Digley, in business for 3.5 years. Second in the best of Flathead, was voted this last year. So if you need some detailing done, call Josh Digley at 406-261-1460. And this is what Coach Hollow had to say pregame. Coach of the Vikings, Mr. John Hollow, and I'm going to start that over here. Well, welcome to the pregame show. We're here at Fergus County High School in Lewistown, Montana. East-West tip-off tournament, the first year of this, and I'm here with head coach of the Vikings, Mr. John Hollow. And your team's 1-2 on the season, but really, I mean, those first couple games playing against some teams that already had games under the belt, and you guys, I think you're really finding yourself, and really found yourself in that Polson game on a Tuesday.
Yeah, it's pretty easy when you score 80 points. I hope we can do that again. We weren't very good offensively the first two games, and then kind of opened up against Polson a little bit. So yeah, we're still kind of trying to figure out who we are, get our chemistry. You know, we lost some guys from last year's team. We've added a couple new guys, and that chemistry isn't there yet, but it will be.
Well, it's good to see Colin Wade back, Cole Konopik after the injury, Asher Konopik on the floor this year, and then some young kids coming up. But talk about the importance of those three guys being back for you.
Yeah, I mean, they would have been all key cogs in the wheel in last year's, state tournament team. So it is. It's great to have them back. I don't know if we're, again, where we want to be quite chemistry-wise, but it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, and that's what these beginning of the year things are for, is to try to get your mojo back, so to speak, and kind of figure out who you are as a team.
Well, I'll say this on the record. From my view, if you had those three guys last year, you guys win the state title.
It's probably a little different, yeah, but thinking Colin not playing for a year and a half, Cole not playing for 8 months, Asher didn't play all last year, but then played a little AAU this summer. It's just, it's been weird to kind of try to get everybody back on the same page, and like I said, we will, but we're not there yet, and that's kind of our goal in the next 4 to 5 games, is to try to kind of figure out who we are as a team on both ends of the floor.
Well, yeah, you lost 5 seniors, but you're going to take on a Billings Central team you haven't seen. So that's kind of nice about these new, playing different schools, and talk about Billings Central and the Rams.
Yeah, they're a state tournament team every single year. So we're going to have to be ready to rock and roll. But it'll be a good test to see where we are, and again, things we need to continue to get better at.
Okay, I'm going to let you go. I got to finish up this next game, but hopefully talk to you after the game. Good luck today. Look forward to them playing again how well they played on Tuesday. So let's go Vikes.
Awesome. Thanks, James.
All right, Coach John Hollow joined me on the pregame show here from Fergus County High School as the Bigfork Vikings get ready to take on the Billings Central Rams. Bigfork in their traveling blues. It looks like white and red stripes. They're still in their warm-up, so I'm not sure what they're underneath. And Billings Central in their white with green lettering, green striping for this ball game. Hey, thank you to Troy. Shout out, Troy. Thanks for I got plugged right into that, so that makes it good. Somebody was saying that's what they do here when they broadcast their radio. So that'll be the same thing tomorrow. So Vikings getting ready to take on Billings Central, the Rams, here from Fergus County High School in Lewistown, Montana. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and Vows. Glad to be with you here for this ball game. And I'll take a short time out. Come back with your starting items for both Billings Central and Bigfork right after this. All right, welcome back to Fergus County High School in Lewistown, Montana. Starting lineups brought to you by Averill's Flathead Lake Lodge, where they proudly supported Bigfork athletics since 1945. Hopefully Hoagie Hogan, that is better. I kind of shut the window a little bit. They had the music in the background playing. Take a look at starting lineups. First of all, for Billings Central, it'll be number 3, Darcy Merchant Jr., a 6'3" sophomore guard. 6'1" sophomore guard number 2, Aiden Salter. At forward, a 6'2" senior, captain number 23, Maddox Roberts. That's 6'2" guard, senior, captain number 24, Adam Balkenbush. And then a 6'4" senior guard, captain number 44, Kyler Northrup. For head coach Jim Sturger. This is by Danny Design, Joe Keller, Pat Hansen, and Bryce Hawkbaker. For the Vikings, it'll be 5'11" guard, senior guard, number 0, Wyatt Johnson. Eli Thornus at 6'2", we're number 5, and we're ready to go. Thornus tipping it up, and Billings Central gets the tip. Also starting is Colin Wade, Cole Konopik, and Asher Konopik for the Vikes. So Billings Central with the basketball, looking to drive. Shot on the way, 3-point shot by number 24, Adam Balkenbush. And Billings Central up 3-0 here early. Colin Way with the basketball, number 22. And knocked out of bounds. There, Jack Kinnear back for the boys game. Thanks for listening earlier. And Hoagie watching from Alaska. Quickly in, Colin Way will give it over to Wyatt Johnson. Cole Konopik back to Wyatt Johnson, gets the feed, misses the layup on a nice pass from Asher, but Wyatt gets his own rebound, goes up. He'll get 2 free throws as he was fouled on the rebound. And that's the first team foul on Billings Central. That'll be on number 2, Aiden Salter for Billings Central. Here on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard, 3-0. As Wyatt Johnson goes and makes the first one, he'll get one more for the Vikes. Shot on the way by Johnson is good. 3-2 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. With 7:20 to go here in the first quarter. They'll hand it off to Northrup. Kicks it out to Roberts. 3-point shot on the way. No good. Missed there by number 3, Merchant Jr. Rebounded by Bigfork. Asher Konopik gets it up to Colin Wade underneath. Eli Thornus up under. Thornus jump shot. It scores the bucket. It'll go to the free throw line. A nice jump shot there by Elijah Thornus. And he'll go to the line and try to complete the and one. Second team foul on Billings Central. And I'm not sure who first foul on number 23 for them, Roberts. He makes it. It's 5-3. Bigfork leads. Pressure defense put on by Bigfork. Backcourt. Merchant Jr. will give it over in the corner. 3-point shot on the way by 24. That's Balkenbush, who made the first one. He makes the second one. Or check that. Asher Konopik looking to drive baseline. Pulls it out. Looking up, under. Shoots the floater. Good for Asher Konopik. Billings Central 6, Bigfork 7. Rebounded there by Merchant Jr. Stolen away by Elijah Thornus. Thornus will give it up to Konopik. Cole Konopik over the left side. Back to Asher Konopik. Colin Wade, top of the key. Will give it over to Cole, left side. Cole Konopik. Back to Asher, top of the key. Looking to drive. Gives it up to Thornus. Thornus looking to drive. Kicks it out. Colin Wade on the drive. Left-handed. Over to Asher. They call traveling violation on Bigfork on Asher Konopik. It'll be Billings Central basketball. 6:03 to go. Number 10, Vincent Souza in the ballgame for Billings Central. Here, he'll replace Maddox Roberts. 7-6 here on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Vikings lead. Pressure defense put on by Bigfork. A 1-3-1 trap. We'll kick it over to Merchant Jr. Jr. will get it out to Souza. Over to Salter. Salter top of the key. Looking aside to Northrup. Underneath. Kicks it baseline. Thought about the jumper. Was Merchant kicks it out to top of the key to Salter. Baseline jumper, 24. Rebounded there by Northrup. Northrup takes the miss by Balkenbush, gets the rebound, puts it back in for Billings Central. Colin Wade across the timeline for Bigfork. Wade's going to go drive all the way in, loses it, and taken away by Billings Central. Salter with the basketball. He'll give it over to Balkenbush. 3-point shot by Northrup is good from the right side. 11-7 here on your Montana Athletic Club. Scoreboard, Bigfork trails here under 5 minutes to go in the first. Colin Wade driving up the left side. Wyatt Johnson up, under, off the glass for two. And a nice pump fake by Wyatt Johnson. 11-9 your scoreboard. Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. 3-point shot on the way is good by Merchant Jr. So 3 threes already by Billings Central. Wade will bring it across the timeline. Behind his back, gets it over to Colin Wade. Colin Wade looking to drive, going to get fouled on the floor. Looks like on 44, that's Northrop. That's his first personal. Third team foul on Billings Central here. And Jack Jensen will come in the ballgame for Bigfork. In the front court, far side, he will inbound. Jensen will get into Wade. Wade looking to go right side, gives it up to Wyatt Johnson, top of the key. Jensen, pull-up jumper, Jensen. Usually makes that, gets a rebound, gets a loose ball. Inbound to Asher Kanopik, misses it. And Jensen comes up with the rebound, tries to feed Wyatt Johnson out on Bigfork. It'll be Billings Central basketball. And Salter with the basketball. On the right side, top of the key. They give it up to Souza. Shot on the way, short. There by Merchant Jr. Rebound by Colin Wade. Wade quickly up left side, left wing, underneath. Elijah Thornus. Thornus off the glass for two by Elijah Thornus. Bring the Vikes within 3 at 14-11. 3:42 to go here in the first. On your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard, 14-11. Over to Howie Martin. And they're going to call a team control legal screen. Number 10, Souza. That is a 4-team foul on Billings Central. Jensen will get into Wade. Wade across the timeline, pushing it up. Wade underneath backdoor. Had Wyatt Johnson off his foot and out of bounds. Wade will go out. Cole Kanopik will come back in the lineup for Bigfork. Salter with the basketball. Top of the key. Salter looking to drive. Pulls it out. Merchant, right side, right wing. Kicks it out to Martin in the ballgame. Northrup. Thought about the three, did Salter. Pulls up, missed, doesn't shoot it. Out to Souza. Souza gives it up to Northrup. Northrup knocked away by Jensen. All the way near half court, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Northrup out near half court, throws up a long three, misses everything. So great defense by the Vikings there. 2:49 to go here in the first quarter. 14-11 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Yes, 21. Sam Jagodowski comes in for Billings Central. That's a tough one to pronounce. Sorry. Asher Kanopik gets up to Thornus. Thornus looking to drive right side up to Cole. Cole down there top of the key, gives it to Wyatt Johnson. Johnson pump fakes, goes behind his back, loses it. Billings Central comes up with it. Knocked away by Thornus. Thornus playing safety on that one as they tried to hit it to Souza. It'll be Billings Central basketball. And number 15 for Bigfork comes in the ball game. That's Austin Savick. Merchant Jr. off the glass over Jensen for 2. Asher Kanopic gets it up. Savick feeds Thornus, knocked out of bounds by Billings Central. There's 23, Maddox Roberts back in, replacing Souza. It'll be Bigfork basketball far end with the white numbers. Jack Jensen into Asher Kanopic. That's the 5th team foul. And Asher will shoot 2 free throws for the Vikings. 2:13 to go here in the first. Billings Central 16, Bigfork 11. On your Hanson Excavating scoreboard, Asher Kanopic at the line for 2. First shot is up, but good. He'll get one more. Give the ball to Kanopic. Second shot on the way is good. Quickly up in the corner. Merchant's shot missed. Grabbed there by Thornus. Gets it out to Jensen. Jensen quickly up. Cole Kanopic on the left side. Looking, driving up. Throws it back out. And throws it away. Quickly up. Billings Central with the basketball. Nice move there. And misses it by number 4, Martin. Cole Kanopic comes up with it. Austin Savick on the pass from Cole. Kanopic loses it out of bounds. It'll be Billings Central basketball on the turnover with 1:45 to go here in the first. 16-13, Billings Central leads Bigfork on your Flyhead Lake Lodge scoreboard. 44, Northrop comes back in. Colin Wade back in for Bigfork. Salter with the basketball, top of the key for Billings Central. Gets it over to number 5, Kellen Race. Colin Wade nearly takes it away from Jadagowski. Three-point shot on the way by Sam Jadagowski. Zinski for Billings Central is good. 19-13. Colin Wade on the drive. Austin Savick kicks it out to Jensen. Savick, three-point shot by Savick. Rims around and goes out. Northrop with the rebound for Billings Central. He's going to pull up. Three-point shot on the way is no good. Short. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Bigfork basketball with 1:04 to go here in the first. 19-13 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Billings Central leading the Vikings. Gets it into Asher Kanopic. Asher looking. Gets across the timeline. Gets it over to Colin Wade. Wade over on the left side for Bigfork. Back to Jensen. Jensen finds Austin Savick. Savick, left side. Eli Thornus. Colin Wade, three-point shot. Off the rim, no good. And rebounded there by Salter. Salter quickly up to Northrop. Northrop back out to Reyes. And a traveling violation on Roberts. It'll be a turnover by Billings Central. Bigfork basketball is number 24, Adam Balkenbush, comes in back in the ballgame for Billings Central. 34.3 to go. Shot clock is off. Bigfork basketball trailing 19-13. Gets it into Colin Wade. Colin Wade guarded by Salter. Wade, the lefty. Over to Jensen. Jensen, left side. You can call traveling violation on Bigfork. And 21.6 to go here in the first. You'll give it up to Salter. Salter, top of the key. Down to 15 seconds to go. Salter going to drive over left side, looking back for. Follows Northrop. Northrop, top of the key. Shot looking, drive corner. Off the rim, no good. Shot put up at the last second off the back of the rim. That shot was put up by Salter, who got the rebound, misses it. We'll go to the second. 19-13. on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. We'll take a timeout here before the second quarter from Fergus County High School here in Lewistown, Montana, as the Vikes trail 19-13. All right, we're back here at Fergus County High School in Lewistown, Montana. The Vikings trailing by 6 after 1 to the Billings Central Ramps. It'll be Bigfork basketball to start the second quarter, and down by 6. Wade, Jensen, Savick, Austin Savick, Asher Kanopic, and Eli Thornus in the ballgame for Bigfork. Salter, Merchant Jr., Titan Larson in the ballgame for Billings Central. And they're going to call a player control foul on Bigfork, number 15. Austin Savick, his first team foul in the second quarter. Also in the ballgame is Adam Balkenbush. He gives it over to Salter, top of the key to Merchant. Up, under, shot off, misses it. Bigfork battling for it. Larson loses it, grabs it. 3-point shot on the way of the right side. Around, bounces around. Jack Jensen able to get up the rebound on the missed shot by Balkenbush. Colin Wade quickly up across the timeline for Bigfork. Jensen to set a screen. Wade trying to drive, gets it into the corner. Left corner, Jensen. Looking for Savick. Gets it out to Asher Kanopic. Top of the key, Asher. Looking to drive. Hands it off to Eli Thornus. Austin Savick, backdoor cut. Feeds, nice feeds from Austin Savick to Asher Kanopic for the bucket. For 2 is Salter, top of the key. He'll fill it over to Merchant Jr. Jr. back out to the top of the key to Salter over to Northrup. Northrup back underneath. Baseline jumper by Northrup is good. About a little 18-footer baseline jumper. Asher Kanopic quickly will give it up to Eli Thornus. Thornus going to go up off the glass. Scores it off the backboard for 2. And a nice shot there by Eli Thornus. 21-17 here. 6:09 to go here in first half on your JD detailing scoreboard. Shot up by Northrup. Misses it. No good. Asher Kanopic gets on the floor. Gives it out to Colin Wade. Wade will bring it across the timeline for the Vikes. Wade will give it to Jack Jensen. Jensen gets it over to Austin Savick. Savick looking to drive. And he gets held. It'll be a team foul on Billings Central. And that foul's going to be on number 24, Adam Balkenbush. That's his first team foul. Wyatt Johnson, Cole Kanopic coming in for Asher Kanopic, and Eli Thornus. And back in the lineup, Billings Central is number 10, Vincent Souza. Wyatt Johnson with the basketball, gives it over to Colin Wade. Wade looking to drive. Wyatt Johnson, top of the key for the Vikes. Over to Cole Kanopic. Cole Kanopic, spin move, backdoor. Feeds Austin Savick. Savick off the glass for 2 on a nice feed by Cole Kanopic. Up. Give it to Salter. We'll give it over. Merchant Jr. trying to drive baseline. Cole nearly takes it away. Kicks it out. Balkenbush. Northup looking to drive. Right side. Roberts. Baseline jumper. Missed there by Northrup. Rebounded by Jensen. Jensen to Wade. Wade across the timeline for the Vikes. Back to Jensen. Over to Cole Konopik, right wing. Underneath finds Wyatt Johnson. Wyatt Johnson up, under, misses it off the backboard. And Northrup quickly up. Held ball. It points towards Billings Central. Number 4, Howie Martin. And I believe number 5, Kellen Reese back in the lineup for Billings Central. With 4:44 to go, 21-19, Billings Central leads on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Salter gets it in. Merchant Jr. on the drive. Gets it over. Bigfork scores the bucket. Wade. Cole Konopik. Right side for the Vikes. Looking underneath. Cross-court pass intercepted there by Salter. Salter with the basketball underneath. Feeds it up. Putting it up and in is Souza. Into Wade. Wade top of the key. 4:18 to go here in the first half. Wade with the basketball for Bigfork. Over to Cole Konopik. Wyatt Johnson, right wing. Looking. Bring it out to the top of the key. And they're going to call a team control foul on Bigfork. Number 10, Jack Jensen. It's his second team foul. Eli Thorne is back in the lineup for Bigfork. So it's Cole and Asher Konopik, Wyatt Johnson, Eli Thornes, and Jack Jensen in the lineup for Bigfork. It's Salter, Merchant Jr., Souza, Rhea, and Howie Martin in for Billings Central. Merchant Jr. trying to drive. And they're going to call foul on Bigfork on the reach-in. A blocking foul, actually. And they'll call that on Wyatt Johnson. His first 13th foul on the Vikes here in the second quarter. Billings Central here in the front court, inbounding. Will give it up. Backdoor they try. Merchant Jr. looking spin move. Loses it. And a whistle blows. Made a 14th foul on Bigfork. A shooting foul for number 3, Merchant Jr. Makes the first one. Second personal on Jack Jensen. And 14th foul here with 3:51 to go. 26-19 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. The Rams lead the Vikes. And Merchant Jr. will get one more. Second shot is good. And number 21, Sam Jagodzinski in the ballgame for Billings Central. Hard name to pronounce. Asher Konopik with the basketball for Bigfork. Over to Cole Konopik to Jensen. Jensen on the right wing. Back out to Thornes. Thornes looking back door. Had Wyatt Johnson. Cole tries to save it. Saves it right to Billings Central to Reyes. And Thornes knocks that about as pass was intended for Martin. Number 11, Titan Larson back in the ballgame. Will replace Salter for Billings Central. Inbound to Martin. Martin will kick it over. And Reyes takes steps, traveling on Billings Central. 3:24 to go, 27-19. Vikes trail by 8 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Jensen gets in the bound to Asher Konopik. He'll bring it across the timeline for the Vikes. Gives it up to Jensen on the handoff. Over to Cole. Cole, top of the key. Wyatt Johnson over on the right side. In the corner, Jack Jensen thought about the three. Going to pull. Gives it underside. Asher Konopik on the drive. He'll go to the line to shoot two as he gets fouled on the drive with 3:05 to go here in the first half. That's the first foul on number 21, Sam Jagodzinski. Zinski for Billings Central. Asher Konopik, first free throw is good. He'll get one more. Misses the second one. Billings Central gets the rebound. Merchant Jr., three-point shot from the right side, short. Rebounded by Cole Konopik. Cole nearly loses it. Stole away by Merchant Jr. He'll give it up. On the drive is 11. Shot on the way, misses it. Martin gets the rebound. This time Jensen gets the rebound on the miss by Martin. Quickly up to Asher Konopik, over to Cole. Cole right side, skip pass. Wyatt Johnson over the right side. Back to Jensen, top of the key for the Vikes. Cole Konopik tries to save it to Wyatt Johnson, who saves it from going in the backcourt over to Cole Konopik. So Bigfork remaining possession this time. Bigfork takes a timeout before they turn it over. Here, 2:20 to go, 27-20. Billings Central leads here. A full timeout taken by Bigfork. 27-20 here on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. I'll take a timeout here from Fergus County High School in Lewistown, Montana. All right, we're back here at Fergus County High School. Vikings trail by 7, 27-20 here on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. It'll be Bigfork basketball in the front court here on the near side. And the starting lineup back in for Billings Central. Wade Johnson, Asher Konopik, Eli Thornus, Matt, and Jack Jensen in the ball game for Bigfork with 2:20 to go here in the first half. Into Wade, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Wade trapped. Gives it up to Asher. Asher. Jensen's got to shoot it. Shot clock goes off. And a turnover by Bigfork as they don't get the shot up in time. Billings Central with the basketball. He'll give it up to Salter. Salter across the timeline. Will give it over. Merchant Jr. looking to drive. He's going to give it up to Balkenbush. Balkenbush gives it up to Northrop. Back out to Salter. Salter in the corner. Northrop throws up a three. Rebounded there by Wyatt Johnson. Johnson to Jensen. Jensen going to bring it across the timeline for Bigfork. Jensen over on the right side. Gives it out to Colin Wade over to Jensen. Wyatt Johnson in the right corner. Out to Eli Thornus. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Colin Wade. Asher Konopik left side. Billings Central putting the pressure on. Eli Thornus kick it out. Wyatt Johnson top of the key. Jensen's three from the top of the key is good. Jack Jensen. Over to Salter. Salter going to get fouled. That'll be the fifth team foul on Bigfork, and that'll put Billings Central at the line to shoot two. Vikes within 4 at 27-23. At the line, it'll be number 2. Aiden Salter to shoot two. That's the first personal on Colin Wade, number 22 for the Vikes, with 1:01 to go here in the first half. Shout out to Josh Digley listening out there. First shot up by Salter is good, and he'll get one more. Five team fouls against Bigfork, 2 against Billings Central here in the second. Remember, you got to get to 5 before you shoot free throws. Second free throw is missed. Asher Knopper with the rebound for Bigfork. He'll give it over to Colin Wade. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Wade looking to drive. Back door, Wyatt Johnson. Pump fake up. Gets the pump fake. They say it's on the floor. He got him up in the air, then jumped up to make the shot. They're going to say it's on the floor. Instead, 13 foul on Billings Central, so no free throws. That'll be the second on number 23, Maddox Roberts. Ended Wyatt Johnson. Asher Knopick up off the glass. This time scores the bucket, and he'll go to the free throw line. So went back inside to Asher. And the bucket is good. That's a 14 foul here on Billings Central. He gets one more. Number 30. Dylan Pravecchio will come in the ball game, along with Austin Savick. Thornus and Jensen will come out and get a rest. And that's the second personal on Balkenbush. He'll come out of the ball game. Howie Martin back in for Billings Central with 44.2 to go and a free throw for Asher Knopick. Asher's free throw is good. The Vikes within 2 at 28-26, so they battle back here in the second. Walters quickly up north, up top of the key, guarded by Asher Knopick. On to Martin. And they're going to call a foul on Bigfork. Not sure if it was Wyatt Johnson trying to take the charge or if they called it on Colin Wade. They haven't flashed it up on the board. At the line is Aiden Salter to shoot 2. He misses the first one. He'll get one more as number 5, Kellen Race, comes in for Kyler Northrup. It was on Colin Wade. That's his second. And Salter to get one more. 24.8 to go here in the first half. Second shot rounds around, no good. Rebounded by Austin Savick. Gets it up Colin Wade. Shot clock is off. Wade looking to get it across the timeline. Wade getting hounded by Billings Central. Savick's. And free throws are coming up for Colin Wade because that'll be the 15th foul on Billings Central. That's the second personal on 21. Sam Jagodzinski for Billings Central. 15 foul. Colin Wade at the line to shoot 2, try and tie the ball game up. First shot is good. One more. Number 44, Northrup at the line. Northrup back in for Billings Central, replacing Reyes. And Thorne is at the scorer's table to check in for Wade with 10.6 to go. Wade rolls it around, makes the second one. He'll come out with those 2 personals so he doesn't pick up a third. Smart job by Coach Hollow there. 28-28, so Vikings come back to tie it up. Here, 10.6 to go. Salter with the basketball. They're looking. 4 seconds to go. Werchant. Northrup throws it up. The buzzer misses it. No good. At the buzzer. So we're tied at 28. So the Vikes battle back here and tie this one at 28 apiece here from Fergus County High School in Lewistown, Montana. I'll get your halftime stats. Be back with your halftime show. Stats here from Lewistown. Vikings and Billings Central tied at 28. All right, welcome back to Fergus County High School here in Lewistown, Montana. I have a couple special guests. We didn't have time to do the post-game interview for the girls because we were right into the boys' game because they play back-to-back. But first up, I got Peyton Gunlock. How are you, Peyton?
I'm good. How are you?
A hard-fought battle. You guys win 46-41. Actually, Billings Central came back and was able to tie up the game and take the lead on you. I believe it's 37-36, and then after that, you guys were able to push it out. What was the key to that in your game today against them? Pretty tough team. They got some tall girls.
I think coming into this game, we knew they were really good, and that made us have a lot more intensity. And just like picking each other up really helped us gain momentum in our game today.
Yeah. So to talk about your team, Afton Lambrecht again playing hard on the boards, but your sister Braden put up 23 today.
Yep. We need players like that if we want to win these games.
Well, I mean, what I'm talking about is you guys got a lot of players that can step up and play. Between you and Ava and Braden and Afton and Kenny, and Chloe and, guys coming off the bench. So you guys are starting to gel as a team.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's important because, defense and our communication, it's getting better and just, getting better to, know each other and see each other on the court. It's just working out good going into each of these games. Yeah, I took this one upside down, but I can't remember. I think you had 5 in that game with a key 3 in the fourth quarter as well. Mm-hmm. That kind of opened things up. So, okay, I don't have much time, and I don't mean to cut you short, but thank you for joining me on the interview. So great job. That really is a test to you guys playing against some other teams, so that's kind of fun, isn't it? Mm-hmm. That's really fun.
Okay, well, we'll talk to Ava Joe Davey. Thank you, Peyton.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I appreciate that, as always. Okay, we'll put Ava Joe Davey on, and then we'll get Coach. We'll talk to Courtney on a pregame or something later. Ava Joe, how are you? Some key steals. Got some open looks today. Is that your key is to really just run the floor and let them feed you?
Yeah. I'm usually a safety. I kind of just hang back, and then if I don't get the steal, then my team usually pushes it up the court to me or Peyton.
Well, looking here, balanced scoring, you had 8 points overall, so that's really good. I mean, everybody contributing. I thought Braden had a bunch of open looks and hit some key shots, but you guys also contributing when they started really putting that tall girl on her, trying to shut her down. Mm-hmm. Was it fun today?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a rough game, but it was good. It was fun.
Was it kind of physical? It looked like it was a little bit physical out there against these, but this is what you're going to see down the road, not on the west side of the state, but when you get to state itself, you're going to play against teams like this or even divisionals against Frenchtown and Dillon like you guys did last weekend. So a good win today, right, for you guys?
Yep. Yeah, Coach said that we probably played some of the top teams in the state already, so it's good to get it out of the way.
Well, not out of the way, but it makes – if you play against good teams, it makes you better. Better than last year when you're playing against some teams that don't give you much competition. And it doesn't prove anything really when you should beat those teams, right? And you guys did last year convincingly. But this year you're going to have tougher competition. That'll make you guys even tougher and better, I think, going into the postseason and going to go back to state again. Yeah,
I think it'll be good to get some good hard games in before tournaments start, like you said, because we didn't get much of that last year. So.
Yeah, but as Coach says, it's not the games at the beginning of the year. It's the ones at the end of the year count. So congratulations on a big win, 46-40 win. You're able to hold those guys off, and a good win out here. We'll catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, got to wake up early. Got a 9 a.m. game against Dawson County, which is Glendive. So that should be another tough ball game for you guys. All right. Thank you, Ava Joe. Appreciate it. Ava Joe Davey on the post-game show. Good luck. Go celebrate with your – thank you, Courtney, as well. All right. Always fun to have those guys here on any – that was a post-game and halftime for the boys. Let's get down to we take a look at what the halftime stats are for these boys here. Let me pull this up here. And halftime brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods for all your grocery needs. An amazing bakery in deli. 8111 Highway 35 in Bigfork, 837-5010. And Marcus and Kelly Balgos and the gang at Bigfork Harvest Food. Aiden Salter with 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 point. Merchant hit a big 3, and he's got 2 for 2 for the free throw line. He has 9. Souza has 2, 3 by, I do not know how to pronounce his name correctly, and I apologize. Jagan Zinski is the last name. But leading the way is Northrop. Northrop had 2 threes and a couple of 2s. He had 10 and 3 for Balkenbush, but really, they scored 19 in the first, only 9 in the second, so Bigfork able to fight back. Taking a look at what Bigfork did. Wyatt Johnson with 4, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, another 2. 7 by Eli Thornus. Jack Tenson with a big 3 from the top of the key. Savick got in there. Nice feed from Cole Kanopik. Colin Way with 2 on the free throws. Leading the way is Asher Kanopik with 10 for the Vikes. He is 4 for 5 for the free throw line, and then 2 other 2-pointers, so 6 overall, 10. 13 in the first and 15 in the second, so Bigfork really got after it and came back, outscoring them by 6 in the second to get back in this one. 28-28 at halftime on the Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard here. Thanks for listening out there, and we're ready to go here. I don't have no timeout, but it was always fun interviewing the girls, get them on the radio and see what they have to say. Sometimes they don't have much to say, depending on what I ask them, but we're about ready to go here in the second half. We're tied at 28 apiece as the Vikings taking on Billings Central here from Fergus County High School. If you didn't know, the superintendent is Tom Peck, who used to be the principal at Bigfork, and he's the did you know guy. Okay, Colin Wade was starting lineup back in for Wade, Kanopik, and Wyatt Johnson. Turnover by Bigfork goes in. Merchant will take it in or check that. Yeah, Merchant off the glass for 2 on the turnover to Northrop. Okay, Cole Kanopik, Asher Kanopik, Wyatt Johnson, Eli Thornus, and Colin Wade in for Bigfork, the lineup. Same time of the lineup for Billings Central. I'll give that to you here. Merchant, Salter, Roberts, Balkenbush, and Northrop. Bucket up. Good by Billings Central. Or check that. Bigfork ties it by Colin Wade. Shot on the way. 3-point shot off it. Misses it. Wade with the rebound on the miss by Balkenbush. 7 minutes to go here. 30-30 here in the third. On your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard, Wade at the top of the key for the Vikes. Pressure-proof defense. Cole nearly stolen away by Balkenbush for Billings Central. A very tall, quick team for Billings Central. And Cole Kanopik will get into Colin Wade. Colin Wade across the timeline. Back to Cole. Over to Wyatt Johnson, left side, back door. Colin Wade, or Cole gets it, but knocked out of bounds by Roberts for Billings Central. Wade to trigger the inbound for Bigfork under the far side in their own basket. Wade looking, feeds it underneath. Cole Kanopik shot. He got fouled, missed the layup, or missed the jump shot, short jumper. He got fouled to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First team foul on Billings Central, the third personal on Maddox Roberts for Billings Central. At the line for the Vikes, number 23, Cole Kanopik, shoot 2. First shot off the back of the rim, no good. He'll get one more. And number 10, Vincent Souza will come in for Roberts with those 3 personals on Roberts. It was 6:44 to go here in the third. Shot up is good by Cole. Vikes take the lead 31-30 into Salter. Salter up the right side for Billings Central, the Rams. Over to Souza. Northrup, right wing. Balkenbush underneath. Tries to feed Souza. Souza kicks it out. Merchant, right side. 3 on the way. No, misses it. Tipping it up to back to himself. Cole Kanopik, and a nice job of boxing out by Kanopik. The foul's going to be on number 10. Vincent Souza. That's a second personal and second team foul. And number 11, Titan Larson back in the ballgame for Billings Central. 6:24 to go here in the third. Into Wade. Wade will bring it across the timeline for Bigfork over to Asher Kanopik. Wyatt Johnson on the left side. Colin Wade will give it over to Thornus. Thornus knocked away, nearly stolen by Salter. It'll remain Bigfork basketball. 22 seconds on the shot clock. 6:11 to go here in the third. Out to Wade. Wade going to set it up. Back to Wyatt Johnson, right left wing. Out to Wade. Cole Kanopik. Pull-up jumper by Cole. No good. Rebounded there by Salter. Salter quickly up to Northrup. Northrup looking to drive underneath. Merchant grabs it, puts it up and in. Nearly stolen by Bigfork. Billings Central takes the lead 32-31 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Colin Wade, Wyatt Johnson, left side. Over to Cole Kanopik. He's going to get fouled. Personal foul on number 3, Darcy Merchant Jr. And that'll be his first third team foul on Billings Central. Over to Wade. Wade, Johnson, Eli Thornus. Kicks it out. Asher Kanopik, right side, 3. Tingles the twine. Does Asher Kanopik. Vikings back in front 34-32 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Balkenbush. He'll give it over to Salter. Salter, top of the key. Over to Northrup. Northrup spin move cut off by Asher Kanopik. Salter with a basketball. Looks it, gets it out to Balkenbush. Merchant back out to Salter. Northrup looking to drive. They're going to call it on the floor. Foul's going to be on Asher Kanopik as he tries to cut him off to the baseline. Jack Jensen to come back in the ballgame. He'll replace Cole Kanopik for the Vikes. Inbound. Northrup from the right corner, trying to rebound it. And Jack Jensen battling there with Balkenbush for the rebound. Off of Jensen, out of bounds. It'll remain the Rams' possession. And the Rams to trigger it. Northrup underneath. Kicks it underneath. Back out. Northrup from the right side. 3-point shot on the way. Run down by Thornus. Thornus gets to Wade. Wade across the timeline. Wyatt Johnson on the left side. Jensen. Jensen looking. Colin Wade fakes the 3. Asher Kanopik. Jensen. Back out. Kicks it out. Stolen away by Northrup. Or check that Balkenbush. Balkenbush looking to drive. Kicks it out. Merchant thought about it. Out to Salter. Top of the key. To Larson. Over to Northrup. Larson, baseline drive. Too strong. Rebounded there by Salter. Salter puts it up good with the left hand. We're tied at 34 and a 30-second timeout taken by Billings Central here. 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. 34-34 here on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. A 30-second timeout taken by the Rams. We'll stay right here. So the Vikings really down and battle back there in the second to tie it. And we're tied here in the third at 34. Asher leading the way with 11 points for the Vikes. We're back, ready to go. Here. Wyatt Johnson, Jensen, Austin Savick checking in for Bigfork, Asher Kanopik, and Eli Thornus for the Vikes. is Salter. In. Souza. Northrup. Larson. Jensen will get it over to Thornus. Thornus, top of the key, looking. Cross court to Wyatt Johnson. Johnson, backdoor, feeds Thornus. Thornus can't catch it and make the layup on the alley-oop back door. Quickly up to Salter. Salter looking to drive, pulls it up, feeds it out to Northup. Knocked away and stolen by Asher Kanopic. He'll give it up to Savick. Savick will back to Jensen. Jensen will bring it across the timeline for Bigfork. Gives it to Asher Kanopic. He's going to be fouled there by number 11, Titan Larson. That'll be the 14th foul here on Billings Central. And first personal on Larson. Jensen, near side, inbounds to Kanopic. Over to Wyatt Johnson in the corner. And a kick ball. So they'll reset the shot clock to 35. And Jensen on the far side will trigger the inbound for Bigfork. Into Johnson. Johnson looking over to Savick. Free throw line. Eli Thornus rolls around and drops for Thornus. Is Salter. Salter quickly up. Northrup in the corner to Souza. Souza looking to drive. Kicks it out. Northrup, three-point shot. Runs around, no good. Thornus grabs the rebound for Bigfork. Saves it to Wyatt Johnson. Keeps it from going out of bounds. Quickly up. Austin Savick. Savick, jumper, up, off the rim, misses it. No good. Rebounded there by Salter. Salter quickly up across the timeline. He'll give it over to Larson. Larson to Northrup. Northrup looking, spin move. He'll give it up. Souza looking to drive. And Bigfork's going to get called for a foul. That's their second team. First on Eli Thornus, as Cole Kanopic will come in for Thornus. Balkenbush comes in. And Martin for Billings Central. Colin Way back in also for Wyatt Johnson for the Vikes. Second team foul on Bigfork here in the third. Trying to inbound. Billings Central quickly out. Balkenbush will kick it over to Martin. Back out to Balkenbush. Balkenbush left side, hands off to Northrup. Top of the key, Souza. Martin. Salter. Salter looking, drive baseline. Bigfork pressure defense. Up under. Balkenbush looking to drive on Jensen. Left-handed throws it up. Off the rim, off the backboard, drops. 36-36 here on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. 2:18 to go here in the third quarter. Colin Way looking across the timeline for Bigfork. Gives it over to Asher Kanopic, right side. Jensen underneath. Cole Kanopic. Turnaround jumper, no good. Jensen fighting for the rebound. Martin comes up with, gives it to Salter. Salter across the timeline. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Northrup will give it to Balkenbush. Over to Souza. Salter. Northrup looking to drive. Kicks it out to Salter. Salter looking. Is underneath Martin. Martin off the glass for two. Into Wade. 140 and counting here in the third. Billings Central leads by 2. 38-36. Austin Savick in the left corner. Kicks it out. Bad idea. Martin picks that off. Martin looking to drive all the way on Asher Kanopic. It scores the bucket off the glass. 40-36. Timeout taken by the Vikings. 1:24 to go here in the third. Skip pass, ill-advised defense right there. A full timeout taken by the Vikings. 40-36 here on your Flathead League Lodge scoreboard. I'll be back after this timeout from Lewistown. Fergus County High School. Vikings trail 40-36. All right, we're back here. Billings Central leaving the Rams leading the Vikings 40-36 here in the third quarter. Was tied at 36. And the Rams on a quick little run, 1:24 to go here in the third. And Bigfork basketball after the timeout. Jensen, Asher and Cole Kanopic, Colin Wade, Eli Thornus in the ballgame for Bigfork. Jensen will get it in to Wade. Pressure defense put on, a trap defense by Billings Central. Over to Asher Kanopic. Across the timeline, over to Wade. Wade looking left side. Feeds it to Jensen. Jensen, Wade, Asher Kanopic. Cole Kanopic stolen away by Balkenbush. Quickly over to Souza. Souza top of the key. 3-point shot on the way from the right side. No good. Rebounded by Colin Wade. On the missed shot there by Merchant Jr. Jensen, right side, out to Wade. Wade, Asher Kanopic. Jensen, underneath. Thornus, thought about the three, kicks it over. Colin Wade, three from the right side is good. From the right elbow, from 3-point range. Brings the Vikes within one here. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Martin will kick it over to Balkenbush. Backdoor Martin looking on the drive. Puts it off the glass. Scores two. Into Jensen. Jensen, 20 seconds ago. Shot clock is off. Into Wade. Wade across the timeline to Jensen. Thornus, backdoor. Finds Cole Kanopic. Asher Kanopic on the right wing. Cole Kanopic on the right side. Throws it to Thornus. Thornus out. Wade, 3-point shot. Just off the front of the rim. Asher trying to save it. Off the leg of Balkenbush. Good hustle there by Asher Kanopic. It'll remain Bigfork basketball. 2.5 to go here in the third. 42-39 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. The Vikings trail. In 21, Sam Shagodzinski in the ball game for Billings Central. Jensen gets it into Wade. Wade looking, launches a three at the buzzer. Oh, what a counter. But it went off the rim, no good. So 3 quarters complete here on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Vikings trail 42-39 as we head to the fourth, and we'll take a timeout and have the rest of the ball game right after this for you from Lewistown, Montana. All right, we're back here in Fergus County High School here in Lewistown, Montana. We head to the fourth quarter. It'll be Billings Central basketball, and they are up 42-39 here on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. And I'll give you the lineups in there shortly as Salter with the basketball. Looking, gives it over to Northrup. Northrup guarded by Kanopic. Over to Merchant. Merchant Jr. Driving in is Merchant Jr. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. Starting lineup back in for Billings Central. Salter, Merchant Jr., Roberts, Balkenbush, and Northrup. For the Vikings, you have Jensen, Thornus, Wade, Asher, and Cole Kanopic, the starting lineup for Bigfork to start the fourth quarter. Free throw rolls around and off the rim, off the backboard, and drops. The first one for Merchant Jr. He'll get one more with 7:46 to go. First team foul on the Bigfork here in the fourth quarter. One more. That one's good as well. 44-39 into Asher Kanopic. Asher will bring it across the timeline, guarded by Merchant Jr. Over to Cole Kanopic. Finds Eli Thornus. Thornus, top of the key. Puts it up. He gets fouled on the floor. Fouls on number 44, Kyler Northrup. That'll be his second first-team foul on Billings Central here in the fourth. Asher Kanopic to inbound. Over to Cole. Cole, right wing. Back skip pass. Eli Thornus looking to drive. Thornus. And fouls on number 23, Maddox Roberts. That's his fourth. Second team foul. He'll go out of the ball game. And number 10, Vincent Souza back in for Billings Central. Second team foul on Billings Central with 7:29 to go here in the ball game. Wade inbound. Thornus, top of the key. Gets it over to Wade. Wade thought about the three. Looking to drive is Wade. Thornus looking to drive. Floater off the backboard, up the rim. It drops for Eli Thornus. Salter, right side. Man-to-man defense by the Vikings. Salter looking to drive. In. Takes it all the way to the bucket. Blocked, but looks like Thornus is going to get called for the foul. Trying to block the shot. Third personal on Thornus at the line, number 2, Aiden Salter to shoot 2 for the Rams. First shot is good. Wyatt Johnson back in for Bigfork and checking in Jack Lucky for the first time for the Vikings. Thornus will sit down along with Cole Kanopic. Here with 7:05 to go in the ballgame. 45-41 here on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Billings Central leads. Second shot up. Rolls around, no good. And knocked out of bounds. Asher Kanopic had it, but knocked out by Balkenbush. It'll remain Bigfork basketball. Inbound. Jensen will do Asher Kanopic. Asher looking. Across the timeline. Gives it over to Colin Wade. Wade looking. In the corner, Wyatt Johnson, skip pass. Asher Kanopic. He loses it. Picked up by Billings Central. Souza looking to drive in. Off the glass, no good. Lucky with the rebound. Wade quickly up. Colin Wade across the timeline for the Vikings. Over to Wyatt Johnson. Johnson looking. And Bigfork will take a timeout. Looks like a 30-second timeout taken by the Vikings. 6:32 to go. Vikings trail by 4, 45-41 here on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard here from Lewistown, Fergus County High School. They're getting some shots, moving the ball. Pressure defense put on by Billings Central, trying to trap the Vikes, and the Vikings trying to move the ball around on Billings Central. Don't forget, we'll be on tomorrow at 9 and 10:30. The Valkyries play Dawson County High School at 9 o'clock in the morning, and the Vikes follow at 10:30 against Dawson County High School. That's Glendive for you folks out there. And we'll have those games as well tomorrow morning at 9 and 10:30. So 6:32 to go. Bigfork basketball. Jensen in the ball game. He's going to inbound in the backcourt to Colin Wade. Wade. Merchant Jr. And fouled there by Salter as Wade tried to drive towards the bucket. It'll be the third team foul on Billings Central and second personal on Aiden Salter. 6:25 to go. Jensen to inbound. Backcourt to Wade. Wade looking across the timeline. Trying that half-court trap. Asher Kanopic over to Johnson. Johnson looking. Back to Asher. Baseline. Jack Lucky. Lucky out to Wade. Wade. Asher Kanopic. Jensen. Turnaround jumper by Jensen. Rolls around on the rim and drops for Jack Jensen. Salter will come up. He's top of the key. Salter guarded by Colin Wade. Man-to-man defense by the Vikes. Salter looking. Knocked away by Wade. Salter retains possession. Kicks it over Merchant Jr. Merchant Jr. Spin move, puts it up and in for 2. Into Wade from Jensen. And Wade will bring it across the timeline, passes it over to Asher Kanopic. In the corner, Jack Lucky looking, trapped, out to Colin Wade. Jensen out to Wyatt Johnson. Johnson looking to drive, up, under, feeds Jack Lucky. Jack Lucky off the glass, no good. Johnson gets the rebound, stolen away by Salter. Salter spin move, kicks it back out. Northrup, three-point shot is good. And timeout taken by Billings Central with 5:11 to go. 50-43. Billings Central leads here on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. A full timeout, and I'll take a timeout here from Lewistown, Montana, Fergus County High School. The Vikes trail by 7, 50-43 here in the fourth. All right, we're back here in Fergus County High School in Lewistown. Bigfork basketball trailing by 7, 50-43 here on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Jensen will inbound to Colin Wade. We got Jack Lucky, Wyatt Johnson, Asher Kanopic, and Jack Jensen along with Wade in the ballgame for Bigfork. Wade, 5 minutes to go. Asher, skip pass over to Wyatt Johnson. Johnson looking. Colin Wade. Wyatt Johnson in left corner. Looking. Gets it out to Colin Wade. Ash Kanopic looking to drive. Pressure put on by Billings Central. Colin Wade tried to feed it to Jensen. And turnover. Salter gets it. Underneath is Souza. Souza kicks it out. Northrup over to Salter. Salter on the right wing for Billings Central. Asher Kanopic doing a good job denying Northrup top of the key. He has to look, kicks it over. Balkenbush will kick it up to number 3, Merchant Jr. Salter, top of the key. Balkenbush looking to cut the 3. Backdoor cut by Merchant. Good defense by Jack Jensen. Elijah Thornes will come back in the ballgame for Jack Lucky. Lucky doing a nice job there for the Vikes, subbing in. Number 5, Kellen Race and Howie Martin, number 4, back in the ballgame for Billings Central. 4:08 to go here in the ballgame. 50-43 still on your JD Detailing scoreboard. Colin Wade with a basketball. He'll cross the timeline for Bigfork. Gives it over back to Wade. Johnson. Back to Wade. Wade looking. Underneath, finds Jensen. Johnson from the left side, three-point shot on the way. Rebound, Asher Kanopic up off the glass, scores it. Nice rebound by Asher Kanopic, puts it back in for 2 for the Vikes. Vikes within 5. Souza will give it over underneath. Souza will get it back, kicks it out. Martin, three-point shot on the way by Martin, misses everything. Thornes grabs it, gives it up to Jensen for Bigfork. They'll give it over to Wade. Wade, 3:22 and counting. Johnson on the left side for Bigfork. Underneath had Thornes. Back out to Wade. Wade over to Asher Kanopic. To Jensen. Jensen right side. Asher, top of the key. Over to Johnson. Johnson looking, back door. Colin Wade. Looking. Wade thinking about. Gives it over to Thornes. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Thornes saves it out of bounds. 5 seconds. Jensen looking. Launches a long 3. Hits the net, but not the rim. Wyatt Johnson goes flying as he tries to save it. Cole Kanopic will come in for Colin Wade. Or Bigfork. And number 2, Salter. Number 24, Balkenbush, come back in the ball game for Billings Central with 2:49 to go here in the ball game. Vikes trail by 5, 50-45 on your JD Detailing scoreboard. Balkenbush gets it in to Salter. Salter across the timeline for Billings Central. Man-to-man defense, back door, right to Thornus. He's trying to hit Balkenbush. Thornus steps in the passing lane. Vikes need to score here. Jensen will give it over to Wyatt Johnson on the left side. Johnson looking, gives it up to Thornus. Thornus back to Johnson. And Johnson off to the races. He traveled before he put the ball on the floor. So a turnover on Bigfork. 2:22 to go, 50-45 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Into Salter for Billings Central. Salter guarded by Johnson. Pressure defense. Kicks it over to Martin. Martin will give it out. Northrop three-point shot. Martin. Oh, blocked by Jensen. And grabbed by Wyatt Johnson on the shot by Salter. Jensen with the basketball. Over on the left side. Top of the key gives it to Johnson. Over to Asher Kanopik. Asher Kanopik, right side, looking, kicks it out. Eli Thornus, three-point shot on the way, no good. Misses, rebounded by Martin. Martin quickly up, stolen by Thornus. Thornus tries to save it. He goes out of bounds, steps on the sideline. 1:43 to go. Colin Way will come in for Wyatt Johnson. Vikes trail by 5, 50-45. Need to stop here. As the Rams will inbound with Merchant Jr. Merchant Jr. looking. Feeds it into Salter. Salter looking. Merchant Jr. comes around off the screen. Trying to drive. Pushes on Jensen. And knocked away by Cole Kanopik on the block by Merchant Jr. Thornus looking up, under. Off the glass. Eli Thornus on the drive, strong. And Bigfork will take a timeout. He wanted to dunk it. Couldn't quite get up high enough, puts it off the glass. Important, scores the bucket. 1:24 to go here in the ballgame. 50-47. The Vikes trail by 3, back within 3 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. A 1-minute timeout, and I'll take a timeout as well here from Lewistown, Montana. All right, Vikes back within 3, 1:24 to go here as they have an opportunity as Eli Thornus scored that last bucket. I think he took off too soon, looking to dunk it, not quite there, but good job by laying it off the glass and scoring the bucket. Billings Central pressure defense can be put on by Bigfork. You got Jensen, Kanopik, Wade, and Thornus in the ballgame for Bigfork. Salter will get it over to Balkenbush, quickly up to Martin. Martin over to Salter. Salter right side. Got Northrop as well. Merchant Jr. in the ballgame for Billings Central. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Billings Central trying to milk a little bit of clock. We'll kick it out to Salter. Salter top of the key. Plenty of time to go. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Under a minute on the main clock. Salter gets it over. Northrop. Back out to Salter, 5 seconds on the shot clock. And Billings Central will take a timeout here with 52.4 to go and 4 seconds on the shot clock as the Vikes trail 50-47 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. This will be a 30-second timeout taken by the Rams here from Fergus County High School in Lewistown, Montana. Up next, I believe it is Columbia Falls taking on the Red Devils here of Dawson County out of Glendive. Yep, and then later on tonight it'll be Fergus against Dillon. So we'll stay here. Inbounding, 4 seconds on the shot clock for Billings Central. Out to get a shot up. Merchant Jr. from the right side kicks it up. Feeds. A wide open Vincent Souza, who came in the Gall game. Colin Wade quickly up. Asher Kanopic. Wade. Under 40 seconds to go. 27 seconds on the shot clock. And Wade's going to get called for the traveling violation. 52-47, 35.3 to go. 35 seconds on the shot clock. Wyatt Johnson will come in for Bigfork, replacing Colin Wade. And Bigfork needs a stop, a turnover here. Number 4. Howie Martin will come in for Vincent Souza. And Cole Kanopic will go out. And Austin Savick in for Bigfork on defense. Salter nearly loses it. Merchant Jr. got the ball into him. Wyatt Johnson putting on pressure defense. Martin. Northrup out to Martin. Northrup with the basketball. Asher trying to steal it. And Eli Thornus will come up. Foul called on Bigfork. It'll be on Thornus. It will be the 3rd team foul, so no free throws yet. And I believe that's the 4th on Elijah. 18.8 to go. Need a stop or turnover. Bigfork does right here. 5.2 possession game in the backcourt to Northrup. And Asher Kanopic will foul him in the backcourt on Northrup. That's only the 4th team foul, I believe, on Bigfork. Second personal on Asher Kanopic. 4th team foul on Bigfork. So no free throws here. One more and then we'll shoot free throws. And Merchant Jr. to inbound for Billings Central. 17 seconds to go here in the ball game. Into Martin. Savik's going to foul him in the backcourt. 15.5 to go. They get free throws now. There's 5 team fouls on Bigfork. And that'll be on Savick. I believe it is his 2nd. 15 foul on Bigfork. At the line to shoot 2, number 4, Howie Martin. With 15 and a half seconds to go in the ball game. I don't know what the Billings Central coach is talking about with the officials down there. Martin makes the first one. He'll get one more. Cole Kanopic and Colin Wade will come back in the ballgame for Austin Savick and Wyatt Johnson with 15 and a half seconds to go in the ballgame. 53-47, so a 2-possession game for the Vikes. They're down by 6. Second shot is good. 3 possessions. Into Wade, quickly up, Wade. Got to get his shot up quickly. Colin Wade over on the right side. Gets it up to Thornus. Thornus looking to drive. Kicks it out. And kick ball underneath. 5.7 to go. Need a quick shot here. Do the Vikes. Quick shots and a timeout. Cole Kanopic. Eli Thornus. Bucket is good. Scores 2. And the Vikes will take a timeout with 3.2 to go. So fed directly in from Wade to Eli Thornus. Thornus sinks it for 2. And leading the way is Thornus with 15 for the Vikes. A full timeout taken by Bigfork, I believe. That's what it's showing on the clock. 54-49. They trail by 5. 2-possession ball game. They got to get a quick turnover here and a bucket. Not much time to go. But they've been battling all day, as they've been battling all year, figuring each other out. We're running just a little bit behind. First game started just a little bit late, so Bigfork looking for a turnover and a quick score. for the Vikes. .2 to go. 2-possession ball game, a 5-point ball game. Billings Central to inbound. Quickly. Merchant Jr. Knocked away at the last minute by Thornus. No bucket. So your final. 54-49. Vikes loses one. We'll have them on the air tomorrow at 10:30 as they take on Glendive, Dawson County High School. We'll have the girls on tomorrow at 9 a.m. as they will take on Glendive as well, Dawson County High School. I'll take a timeout, get your full game stats, and be back here from Dawson County High School as the Vikes lose this one 54-49. All right, they're kicking me out of here, so the next group. So post-game, I'm not sure the stats. I think Eli led the way at 15-13 by Asher Canopic. A good ball game. They fought back, lost 54-49. We'll catch you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock on the air with the Valkyries. Be on at 8:45. Valkyries take on Dawson County from Fergus County High School in Lewiston, Montana. Your final, the Vikings 49, the Billings Central Rams 54. I'll catch you tomorrow morning. Thank you wherever you are. Have a good evening, and we'll catch you tomorrow morning. Thank you, and